Wah and stuff tracking. You got to be first this time. You beat Coolbird. And you somehow beat Team, despite I noticed that they were already here. But they do not get the rar and stuff until they rar back. Rar and stuff's up. Golisol. I don't know if that's a rar. But, Golisol to you too, teen. And there's the rar and stuff. Blip. Okay. And close this too. Rar and stuff, Coolbird. And rar and stuff, Dr. Mono.
New ndson.
These will never get bored.
Balloons.
Loof balloons. Ooh. Wait, no, it's this hand. I mirrored. It's supposed to be, it's usually the left hand, but since I had to mirror it because we need to be on the other side of the screen for the game. Grind stuff, Detective Basil. Hands, beans, hobs. The heat is heating. Although excitement. So, whenever I do my my rendering for the VODs, I always do a quick little bit of editing in Resolve, and that means that I have to render it out as a new video. And last week and prior, when I had the new computer set up and I was rendering it with that one, it would go very, very fast, but also the CPU would heat up a lot to about 95 degrees Celsius, 96, you know, bad temps. And now, first time doing it with the new PC, or the new case, you just kind of lightly tickled 80 degrees. Just a little tickle. It actually stayed underneath that most of the time. Rar stuff, Draco. So, it's nice that my computer is not cooking itself anymore. Also, how long did it take? Let me bring Resolve up real quick so I can look at how long it took to actually render out that last video. Because, y'all remember, that stream ran kind of long. Because I really, really should have just ended the stream at that save point before the big story drop happened. But I wasn't paying attention to the time, and so we just saved, and we went downstairs and we met the family, and then everything went bad. Resolve, you wanna do the thing where you appear on my screen? Thank you. So, about a 4.5 hour stream. Oh no, wait. It's about a 5 hour stream. Damn. Render job in 24 minutes. Not bad. Sad thing is, I never really needed, like, I don't need the rendering to be done that fast. It can take its time. It can go a little slower if it wants, and just, you know, a nice leisurely pace. It doesn't need to be right meow, but I guess it does, as far as it's concerned. You know what? I need to put a link or something to my YouTube channel down below the video in the About section. Need to render at that speed at all times. It gets paid by the job, not by the hour. So the sooner it finishes, the sooner it can clock out and go on break. But apart from that, haven't had a whole lot going on today. I did the thing, went up to the store to pick up some groceries, came back, and then just started playing Crystal Project. It's a good game. This is a good game. I don't know why it just suddenly started working and stopped having that problem where I was having to clear the download cache every time I wanted to play it. It just stopped making me do that. I don't know. So, I don't know. Whatevs. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine is 65 cents or 65% off on Steam for a total of $2.09 plus tax. I was thinking about getting a couple of the DLCs for Everspace 2. Because I did get the game. It was marked on deep discount, I think in a previous sale. Because I would watch Saban play it, and I was like, this game looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it muchly. There's actually, like, flying through interior spaces a lot and having to solve puzzles. I mean, the puzzles are usually find a thing to put in a thing, but still, that's more than what most space games give you. Infernal Machine. The year is 1947. The Nazis have been crushed, and the Cold War has begun, and Soviet agents are sniffing around the ruins of the fabled Tower of Babel. Sniffer, sniffer. What are they up to? Maybe they just want to learn a whole lot of languages. Very positive. 80%. Alright, I wonder... Oh, well, here's a pretty significant, important downvote. In all caps, this game does not work on Windows 10, do not purchase. After a glitchy intro, the game gives out an extremely seizure-inducing mess. 0 out of 10.
Very positive.
Positive. You were so close, TTS. So close. Got it as a gift back in 1999. Does it work? Look it up and see if it'll work on Windows 11. Yeah, well, it can work on Windows 11 all at once. What matters is, does it work on 10? A truly bizarre save system means that this game runs as well on my modern PC through Proton as my CD-ROM copy did on a Windows XP laptop 20 years ago. That is, the final level is playable, and then it breaks. Do not waste your money. If you run Linux... Shame, because I always wanted to actually play this. LMAO. Apparently it does suffer with... suffers from some stability problems. It is a shame. But... Is it on GOG? Because, yeah, sure, Steam may not care if a game's gonna run on a modern system. GOG cares about that. Indiana Jones Infernal Machine, $2.09. And remember, GOG guarantees it'll work. Because they take those steps to make sure it functions. To be fair, does Windows 10 even get security support anymore? Kinda. Not for free. You gotta pay for it. But kinda. Also, Ryan stuff Koto Sirith. I've thought about going ahead and signing up for the extended support because I'm not going to 11. Will not go into 11. Refuse to go to 11. But what if I wait? Because the extended support's like a subscription, because of course it is. Everything's a subscription these days. So what if I wait a little longer, a lot longer, and just say, oh, I would like the extended support now that you have 3 years worth of updates. Thank you. Someone is getting that paid extended support. Oh, you migrated to 11? How's it treating you? Ryan Stuff Croc? It's Kess? Where? I've been wanting to get his autograph. Blocked. What day is it? When you tuned in to watch my stream, it was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday yesterday, and we streamed then too. And I guess this would have worked a lot better back then. But today is Wednesday. Death to physical forms! Yep, we need to go all virtual. Let us all become furry and dragon virtual avatars. Or creatures of spirit. Ooh, ghosties. Had 11 for years. Definitely has some Omni design issues where they seem to want it to work for tablets and mobile, and then they bury good classic features. Yeah, they had the same issue with Windows 8. They were trying to design it to be more of like a tablet OS, and the desktop mode was kind of an afterthought. And everybody hated it because, whoops, guess what Windows is primarily used on? Oops. Anyone not working at a coding level, probably doesn't matter what they have. Everything I've heard about it has been undesirable. Ads, the AI integration, even in Notepad. Why does Notepad, of all things, need that? Notepad's like one of the best things that Microsoft's ever made. It's just a simple plain text editor. You don't need to muck about with it. And I keep forgetting all the other stuff that they've done. Notepad is strange. They're building up to be like Word 2.0. But we have Word! And they want you to subscribe to it, too. So if it has issues like that, why would they keep it on the Steam store? Valve doesn't really care that much about if a game is going to work. Like, I've got Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I can't run that game anymore. Well, you know what? New PC. Maybe it will work. Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. Where are you? No, not the multiplayer. The single player. You know what? I'll install it later whenever I'm not using my connection for other things. You don't have Word? Well, that's because they want you to subscribe to it. I prefer LibreOffice. Used to be OpenOffice, but that was like discontinued and forked off to Libra. Does everything that I need. Except, well, I haven't installed it yet on the new PC. Need to get around to doing that. Oh, other thing. So previously, I had installed the new hard drive, or the other hard drive into M2 slot, and it detected it as having 1 megabyte of hard drive space, and that's it. And that's a fair bit less than the terabyte it's supposed to have. So I contacted Corsair support, went through their AI bot, which actually was kind of helpful. It was pretty good at its job. Except for the part where it wanted me to take a picture of the back of the hard drive that was still plugged into the system, and refused to proceed until I provided a photo. But once I gave it just a junk picture, it was actually just a little picture I threw together in Paint, and just white background, black text. I can't give you a picture of the thing that is plugged in. I forget what exactly I said, but I gave it that. It was happy, and then later on I uploaded a real picture. And Corsair said, yep, send it on over. And it's on the way. Hopefully I will get a replacement and have another hard drive in there whenever, maybe next week-ish, maybe. Actually, it's not even supposed to be delivered until Friday, so next week might be a bit optimistic. Yes, Sony announced that in January 2028, they will no longer make physical copies for PlayStation. You see, it's a lot harder for them to take away things that you physically own, but if it's just a digital thing in your library, they can say, oh no, licensing or whatever, yoink. Thanks for the money, suckers. That's what you use, LibreOffice. It's a good program. It's a real good program. And there is Office 2024 with a flat rate purchase. Yeah, when my mom was doing her writing before her eyesight gave out, and she's like, she can't be on the computer for extended periods, and it really frustrates her, but back then she did have an older version of Office that one of my friends just gave us a key for. We did go online to try and buy a key for it, and we got it off of Amazon, and they sent us a card. And the card had a web address on it. It said, go here, enter this code, get the key, and you'll get your key. I was like, this is weird. This is a weird way to do it. So I go to the web address, I get the key, I give it to the installer, and it says, no, this is not a valid key. You still use Office 2007? Hey, if it works. OMG, when are the games? Malk, you should know that popular streamers sit and talk with chat for hours. Which is why we're going to be getting to the game before too long, because I am not a popular streamer. Is that better or worse than Sony BMG installed malicious? Oh yeah, when the music people, they put like malware on the music discs that would install like a rootkit or something. Right stuff, Morgus. Aw, I'm popular with Morgus. You know what? That's all I need in life. That's good enough for me. Okay, we can just chat for hours then. Do you remember the eyewitness books by Donkey Kong to learn about the different subjects for kids growing up? Not by that description. Eyewitness DK books, whatever. Yeah, DK Eyewitness. Okay, there's just a whole thing. Got stuff about different countries, and these do not look familiar at all. Man, there's a ton of them. The scroll bar just keeps getting longer. I actually kind of hate when websites do that, because what if you're trying to look for a specific thing? You can't just Control F to get down to it, because you're gonna have to scroll until it actually is revealed to you. That's also how Twitch does its little clips in the dashboard area. You have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and if you're looking for a specific one, well, thankfully they did give you some filters that you can use now, so you can sort by like if you know the channel, that might help. If you know the game that was being played, that can help narrow it down. But sometimes I'll just remember like the title that I gave it, and I'm trying to find that. And I can just Control F and type the title in, and it won't show up because I have to scroll down further to find it first. DK Eyewitness Books series, first published in 1988 in Great Britain and in 1991 in the United States. I may have seen like a commercial for them on TV or something, but I never had any of them, so I don't remember them. What's real funny is you think back, they were advertising like encyclopedias. You just order an entire set of encyclopedias to have, and now there's no reason for that because we have the interwebs. I do remember zoo books, yes! Were those made by the same people? Had those transparent pages with a black background and a little paper flashlight? Round stuff accordion. I wasn't much into books. Although I do remember there was a
poster.
Highlight magazine? Yes, I did. I used to have a subscription to Highlight whenever I was little. Those magazines were fun. I was gonna say something. Oh, right. There were some books that I read whenever I was little, though. Mostly more on like the fiction side of things. I actually remember reading one that back in middle school, I think, it was this it was like a story that had time travel. I think it was called Strange Attractors, and it was like two different versions of, you know what, I'm not gonna story, but there was time travel shenanigans involved, and the way it introduced it was kind of interesting, but then it also made me think. So I remember Ryan Stuff BP that there was they like travel way far back in time at one point to like prehistoric era, and because the terrain was different, they had like this big ramp, and they're like, okay, in present day we start here, and then we can do our little time travel-y bullshit, go back into the past, and then we'll be at the top of this ramp, and we just crawl, we just go down, because, you know, the terrain was so much different. And it made me wonder, so if it transports you to the exact same position in the past, the Earth is spinning and revolving around the sun, which is going around a galactic core, which is hurtling through space. You're not going to be able to land at the same spot. You travel even like a moment into the past, and you're going to be in a really bad place. So while the author tried to kind of right around this problem, he ultimately introduced me to an even bigger one. All depends on the reference point. Yeah, see, if you're actually warping to a particular, like, a beacon or something in the past, but then how would you get it there? Used to love getting the X-Men, the animated series VHS from Pizza Hut. I had a few of those, but I preferred to just record my own. Last stream we were talking about recording things on VHS, and I was able to do that. I knew how to program my VCR. And so I'd get home and I'd have my tapes ready to go, and I just recording every episode so I could watch the whole series. The TMNT cartoon VHS from Burger King. I didn't eat at Burger King, so I missed out on that one. Can't remember if I recorded Ninja Turtles either. Probably not. Toys used to be so much better in kids' meals when we were growing up in the 90s. Didn't they get rid of toys out of Happy Meals? Because it was like some sort of legally dumb thing. You're manipulating kids. Oh, no, they didn't? Oh, okay, good. I remember hearing something to that effect and thought it was really stupid. Here we go. From 2021, McDonald's to phase out plastic toys from its Happy Meals. I guess they changed their minds. Good. That's why stuff like Star Trek is weird. They never mention how planets move thousands of miles an hour. It's why it's the space story that you have. Yeah, they use anchors on planets to teleport instead of coordinates. Oh yeah, for like transporting down. Yeah, the transporters was sort of a writing convenience that they thought of. And who knows, maybe there's some sort of super science computer thing where it's, okay, the computer is like automatically recalculating where it's going to transport you based on, you know, the ship's position, because it's going to be in orbit over the planet and whatever. There's probably there's going to be some science explanation. There's another game, Freelancer, where instead of like FTL built into the ships, you ride these trade lanes where you just kind of fly through these rings, and the rings just connect different places, like different planets and stations in a system. It's magic! I gotta explain ship! So, you got the trade lanes that connect the different planets and stations in a system. Now, nothing moves in the map. Planets and stations are right where they are, and that's where they're always going to be. But what if they did? Would the trade lanes also have to, like, constantly be moving along with it? What happens if two trade lanes cross each other? Another show you love, which ran from 83 to 2006. Wow. Oh, Reading Rainbow, yes. With LeVar Burton. Geordie. Used to watch it in elementary school. Yep. Whenever they would bring in the TV, and you walk into the room and you'd hear that high-pitched whine from the CRT, you knew it was going to be a good day. You're going to be watching Reading Rainbow or Bill Nye, maybe some other kind of movie. But it wasn't going to be schoolwork. Now kids don't get that because they don't use CRTs anymore. So you don't have that sense of walking into the room, hearing that sound, and knowing. Can this be a regular field trip with the frizz? I saw a webcomics or a little comic strip someone made where what was it? I think it was Arnold or something. He gets mad and he just yells like "Go to hell!" and then looks over and Miss Frizzles has this real excited look on her face. And she's writing up on the board, field trip ideas. Knowing that radiation is in the air? Okay. Right stuff, Yakteru. Don't understand how some people can walk into a house that has no power and can't feel that there's no power. It's not really, for me, it's not so much a feeling, it's just that there are a lot of sounds associated with a house just normally running. How about the Super Mario Brothers Super Show? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Which one? There was the cartoon and then there was the game show. Both were good. Used to use one that had a low radiation badge on it. We were all exposed to copious amounts of radiation whenever we sat too close to the screens, and we turned out fine. Says the dragon on the internet. Gee, Brain, what are we gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Maybe that's what you mean, but either way, it's so obvious. Yeah, I mean, I can tell, like, when the power goes out, even if I'm asleep, it will wake me up because, shinies! Because there are shinies!
That was a late pie.
Took a while to get there, but you got it. But yeah, you walk into or like, if I'm asleep, power goes out, first thing I notice, my fan turns off. And that's gonna wake me up. The lack of sound is unsettling. 108? Dang! Sage, vaguely describe where you are. In as little specifics as possible. What is temperature here? I don't believe that. Ohio? Huh. It's only 92 here. Rare stuff, Zameth. Feels like 95. It's just a regular summer day. I heard that, like, further northeast U.S. is having a real bad time, though. The Northwest getting hit with a pleasant cool wave. Send some of that our way, and we'll also, you know, pass it on further, too. Yeah, this has been a really bad summer for some people, but it's been a completely normal summer here in Texas, and that's kind of funny, kind of sad, kind of scary. Hottest official temperature on record in Texas was August 1936, 120 degrees. Dang, I missed it by that much. Yeah, Northeast is in a heat wave advisory. They're calling it a heat dome. Ooh. I'm not sure if that's better or worse than the Thunderdome.
I love how they taste.
Dark fruits. You know, this would be the perfect kind of weather for these, because, you know, they are basically, you know, cactus fruits. Maybe we just need to start growing dragon fruits. Hottest temperature here in Iowa was 118, which is still God. July 20th, 1934. When was air conditioning invented? When was air conditioning invented? 1902. A lot earlier than I expected. But surely it wasn't that common even in the 30s. You regularly handle pallets of dragon fruit? You smuggle some out. Just 1 or 2 pallets. You know, every time we talk about dragon fruits, I still think about, what if I just plant one? You know, just plant a dragon fruit. Just plant some seeds. Have a dragon fruit tree. Or cactus. Remember, Lovecraft was terrified of air conditioning. Oh yeah, there was wasn't one of his stories about a guy that was like rotting or something, and he had to keep the air conditioning in his house like super cold so that it wouldn't stank and it would kind of preserve him. I'm only vaguely remembering how that went. Central air conditioning in homes became common in the 50s and 60s. So 120 degrees back in the 30s, you know people died. Because there was no getting away from that. Ugh. I also hate that even today we still have people that they are living without air conditioning, even in, you know, this part of the country. And so summer rolls in, it gets 100 degrees and they're just, well, guess I'll die. Ryan Stuff Darthwing games. You know, after the year 2000, it really should just not be a thing anymore. But it does still happen. And I bet you there are other places in the world that are in the midst of these massive, deadly heat waves that don't have air conditioning because they've never needed it before. France and England, yep. France trying to blame us for it. Now they're just jealous that they don't have AC. In Africa. Yeah, lots of places in the world are having a really bad time. But you know who's not having a bad time? Segue. Whoosh! I shouldn't be seeing this background. This background should not be here. We should be seeing the Elgato. Yep, there's Elgato. Properties. Game capture. It's not seeing anything. Whoosh! El Cato! Alright, what's going on down here? What are you doing? We got you plugged here and here and here. Oh, interesting. I don't even see it as see its audio device. Apparently it is very broken. Let's say deactivate and inactivate. There we go!
Got no use for the past.
I got no use for the past. Okay, haha, we're back. And now, Fire forward. Boop. Turning it off and on again helps. So, last time in Lost Odyssey, Kaim got some of it, well, some, we don't know if it's all, but some of his memories back. This is a fact. This is true. And it's because we found his daughter. Yay! She's dead now. Oh. But he is a grandfather. He has grandkids that he never knew about. Just like Valirum. And then one of them's like, I'm gonna go tell Mom's spirit about this flower, so I'm gonna go to the evil forbidden forest that's haunted with ghosts and monsters. Bye! So now we have to go chase him and make sure he doesn't get himself killed. The Crimson Forest is in the mountains to the west. Yep, we've been there. We did a little bit of grinding there. We better hurry. There are monsters showing up outside of town. No. Which way do we go? Is it... Okay, look at the map. Yeah, okay. Hang on. She's a party member? And she's level 15. Well, no wonder she kicked the crap out of that guard. What you got? What skills you got? Casting support. Reduces spellcasting time for one party member. Concentrate. Reduces spellcasting time of the user. Level 1 white magic. Angel heart. Boost the amount of HP restored by healing magic. And level 2 white. So she is all healer. Well, in that case... Skill link. Yeah, we'll just start with... Wait. Yes, this will be a good one. This will be a good one for the frontline people to have. But what weapons do you use? I'm guessing you use a staff as well. Yep. Ranunculus. 11 and for staff 11. Okay, that means we don't have to buy you anything. We might want to get you another soul ring. Because, yeah, we don't have one at all. Oh, I could give her this, and now she's able to use black magic too. Nice. Is she gonna be like a main... Oh, getting started right away, huh? Okay, Time's got another dream. This is a lie. Good evening, Belle. It's the story of how the chosen undead rang the bells, one above, one below. Rolling farmland spread out before him. Kime harvests vegetables, wielding his hoe with deep concentration. The sky on this autumn evening is a deep crimson. Maybe we should call it a day, says the heavy-set woman who owns the farm. She drops an armload of vegetables into the basket. Kime nods and wipes the sweat from his brow. You're a tremendous help, says the woman. Look how much we've done. Kime responds to her praise with a slight nod. You still can't remember where you came from, yeah, she asks. As you know, you don't know anything. Afraid not. The way you work, she says with an easy laugh. I don't care if you're from the moon. Seriously, Kime, what do you do when the harvest ends? I don't know yet. I haven't made up my mind. There's plenty of work to do here, even in the winter, she says. It'd be fine with me if you just wanted to stay on a while longer. Oh, thank you. Ryan stuff, Tracana. She herself is a hard worker and a warm human being. 98.6, 98.7. This is not a life that allows for luxuries, but going out in the fields at dawn every day and ending work as the sun goes down softens the heart even as it toughens the body. As they prepare to leave the field, a small bell begins to ring. It's the ice cream man. The hour is still somewhat early for the church's evening bell. Kime glances down the road at the base of the hill. A funeral procession advances slowly along the road, the mourners surrounding a horse cart bearing a coffin. Kirk pets. The woman sets her hoe in the ground, removes her headscarf, and clasps her hands together. Kime scans the hills to find that all the other workers in the surrounding farms are doing the same thing, clasping their hands, bowing their heads, and closing their eyes in the direction of the passing funeral. Kime follows their example. The old man leading the funeral procession swings the little bell. Its ringing echoes among the hills. The mourners pass in silence. The women in black veils, the men in black coats, heads bowed. The children in the rear elbow each other playfully, unaware of the meaning of death. When the funeral has passed, the woman raises her head and blinks her moistened eyes. The one who passed away is going home, she says. Home? Kime asks, somewhat startled. Home. To the soil, to the sky, to the sea, like all living things. Just split into thirds. Kime nods in silent recognition. How many deaths has he seen to this endlessly long life of his? Gotta make sure we mention it every time. All those people leave this world of ours and we never see them again. In that sense, death is an inevitably sad event. If, however, we think that in dying they go back to their homes somewhere, a certain comfort and even joy comes to mingle with the sadness. But Kime, who can never grow old or die, can never go home. The woman scoops up a handful of earth and says with deep feeling, Many lives have become part of this soil. The lives of tiny living things we can't see, the lives of withered grass. And if you think about it that way, our vegetables are made for us by the lives of many others. I see. Can I ask you a favor, Kime? Oh, of course. If I should die while you're working here, would you scatter some of my ashes on this field for me? Just a handful will do. Kime is at a loss for words. He forces a smile. Husband dead, children out on their own. The woman lives by herself on the farm. Kime knows that if he goes on working here, like it or not, he will eventually have to watch over the woman's deathbed, even if she were to die 102 years from now. The church bell rings, signaling the end of the workday. The woman clasps her hands before as she did whenever the funeral passed. I've been allowed to come safely through one more day, and for this I give my heartfelt thanks. May tomorrow be another healthy day for me. Her voice in prayer resounds forcefully in Kime's breast. This happens every time she hears the church's evening bell. The conviction overtakes him that he does not belong here. Ma'am, he says to the woman after the last chime resounds. Yes? Wouldn't you say that people give thanks for each safe day and pray for good fortune in the days to come because they know their lives will end? What the hell, Kime? I'll be leaving the village when the harvest is over. Why all of a sudden? What happened? I have no right to live here, he says. Ignoring her stupefaction, Kime lifts the vegetable basket in both arms. Or stupefaction? Whatever. Word. He takes another good long look at the setting sun. Where will you go, Kime, if you leave here? Somewhere. And you're just going to keep wandering like this? I don't have any place to go home to, says Kime. Hoisting the basket onto his shoulder, he starts down the hill. His back grows red in the setting sun. Even immortals get sunburned. Kime, you were just standing there. Just blank expression on your face. Everything all right? Did you forget about your grandson who we have to go rescue? He's probably been eaten by now. Don't do it, game. Don't do another one.
You know war's a thankless job. Apparently not. Damn, they must be planning to invade Ura.
Oh, he's still a super spy. Not only does he have that listening device, but apparently he's got like a camera in his eye. So, despite everything that we've been through, Jansen still works for Ura. Still works for Gorgonzola. You know, we may not be able to make another soul ring, because I don't know if we've got any of those magic rocks that we use to make the Osmos ring. Hang on, what's this door? This tiny door here. The Ketla family house. I'm looking for the cats. Oh, there's a lot to search here. A healing herb. The brave little toaster. Boy, part 1. Once there was a brave little boy. There was a little boy who was very brave. He was also very well behaved, so all of his family loved him very much. Not like the other boy who was not well behaved, and his family hated him. In a nearby mountain, there was an evil monster who liked to cause trouble for the people in town, ruining their crops and kidnapping their children. He was strong, his fangs were sharp, and his body covered with tough scales, so none of the soldiers in the land were strong enough to defeat him. One day, the brave little boy saw how distressed the townspeople were. "Why is everyone crying?" he asked his mother. "The evil monster has kidnapped the princess," she answered. "Why was the princess kidnapped?" the boy asked. "The monster likes little children and beautiful princesses the most because their meat is soft and succulent," answers the mother. "Why isn't anyone helping the princess?" the boy asked. The mother answered, "The soldiers tried to rescue her, but they were all killed and eaten by the monster. Their meat was not so succulent." The monster was one of the strongest in the land. Even when every soldier in town banded together to fight him, he just opened his enormous mouth and swallowed them up all at once. "But mother," the boy exclaimed, "doesn't he have any weaknesses?" The monster has no scales on the tip of his tail," the mother said. "So when you touch it, they say it pains him terribly." The monster is crafty, and he never shows his tail to anyone." Oh. "He always keeps his enemy in front of him." Upon hearing that from his mother, the brave little toaster had a brilliant idea. To be continued. The Brave Little Toaster Part 2. Sneaking out of town one day, when the brave little toaster was spotted by his friend, the little bird. "Where are you going?" The monster is ahead, and it's dangerous." Squawk. That's exactly what I need your help with. Could you go to the other side of the mountain and peck the monster on the head for me? You're small and you can do it while flying. The bird perched on the little boy's shoulder. All right, you're my friend, so I'll help you. The boy and the bird climbed the mountain. The bones of the monster's victims were scattered across the mountainside, and the monster's fearsome bellow grew louder and louder. Here I go, said the bird as it took off, and the boy collected some sharp, pointy stones and put them in his pocket. As he approached the mountaintop, the boy saw the gigantic monster. He sat still and waited silently until from the other side of the mountain he saw the bird shoot down like an arrow and peck at the monster's head with his sharp beak. The monster, surprised, turned around and tried to swallow the impertinent little bird. Just then, the boy lunged at the monster's exposed tail and drove a sharp stone deep into the soft flesh of the beast. Yeah. The boy and the bird were later found dead. The end. The monster flailed about in pain, but the boy held on to his tail, refusing to let go. One by one, he plunged all of the sharp stones from his pocket into the monster's tail. Eventually, it proved too much for the mighty beast, and with a mighty thump, he fell to the mighty ground. The brave little toaster found the kidnapped princess and returned home to his mother. The brave little toaster married the princess, and his bird friend was awarded all the bread crusts he could eat. And they all lived happily ever after the end. Yeah, you should be much kinder to tails. Do not stab them. Blinding powder on the table for when the kids get a little out of control. Oh, he starts crying over the stupidest things. I'm never going to play with him again. My brother broke my toy. I hate him. Great, they're arguing again. What a pain. What is it now, you guys? Come on, make up. Four insect bug bits. Is that everything in here? Actually, it's not, because there is a door. What was what? Why are you picking up insect guts? Because they're not nailed down? $10. $100. Wait. Did I search this already? I guess I did, because it's not letting me. No. Okay, we're done here. Ad break starting soon. We need to get back to the shop, the expensive shop, where the good stuff is. Hey, maybe there'll be more of the the Crimson Forest that we can explore and collect the crystal fragments that the artist wants. Because he'll only be inspired if we bring him a very exact number of crystally bits. You got FF12 already dreading the grinding for the ultimate weapons. I didn't bother with that. I actually did like FF12 though. I wish that they had used that battle system and kind of refined it more for the later games instead of going more towards the action combat. Okay, ad break has commenced, so everybody get up, stretch your legs, go use the bathroom, make a sandwich. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to keep on doing some things though. So I want to see, can we buy... Yep. Magic luring stones. Excellent. I require 3 of these. You know what? I want another fire ring while we're at it. Because I think we only have the one. So ring assembly. Yep. Give me one of those. Oh, sure. Have an aqua ring as well. Oh, we already had a thing. We already had an ultra. So we can just make a Wind Ring Ultra. Sure. We be jammin'! Jamming Ring Ultra requires generators. Blinding Ring requires blinding powder. I guess that makes sense. And one Osmos Ring. And one Bruiser Ring. Right, you. One more Soul Ring, please. Thank you. Farewell, travelers. Soul Ring. Okay. Off to adventure. In the past, Queen would often be seen walking these streets. I don't think anyone's seen her here for years, though. I came to do some shopping, but it's so crowded everywhere today. That makes it more exciting, I guess. No, it doesn't. I hate that. I think that shady shop is selling banned goods. Ah, it's my imagination. If you're going to shop, I recommend the shop further down the road. The staff there is really nice. But all they have are healing potions. You should go to the shop further down the road. The one here is really expensive, and there's something strange about the place. Years ago, Queen Ming used to come down from the city from time to time. Maybe the rumors of her losing her memory are true? In the past, Queen was just walking... There's a treasure chest, and I don't know how to get it. I'm tired of it. He's the one who suggested it, and he expects me to wait. Yeah, okay. Can I borrow the boat? I just want to borrow the boat for a bit, so I can go across and get the treasure. How is it she is in a boat? She could reach the treasure if she just wanted to, and she leaves it there. If you were walking the streets of your city and you saw a treasure chest, would you open it? And we are back. Just in time for the Crimson Forest. Unfortunately, I need them, curse my driver, for ultimate stuff. Oh, for the weapons. Yeah, I only played FF12 the one time. I liked the combat system. Didn't care so much for the story. I don't know, it just didn't really do it for me. I didn't feel like I was really playing that big of a part in it until like the end. And by then it's like, oh, okay, I guess we're just gonna wrap up everybody else's problems.
Well, I overheard in town that there's a reason this forest has been crimson for years.
They're acting like this is the first time they've seen this place. We came here and grinded. We fought little fire fairies.
Isn't it just the color of autumn leaves? Although, it is incredibly intense.
The reason the Queen forbade entry was because the Crimson Forest is cursed, stained with blood. It's also called the Forest of Sorrow.
Could you please speak up? Could everybody please speak up?
What? Blood?
No, don't be a wimp.
It was 500 years ago, wasn't it?
Huh? Well, what? Tell me.
500 years ago, a country to the east invaded Numara. This forest is now crimson. The color of the blood from those who fell in that battle.
Yes, we read the book last time. I read it out loud. Were the two of them not paying any attention?
Who knows how many thousands of forgotten soldiers lie beneath the soil, staining this forest red for eternity.
Dot, dot, dot. Zero, which version did you get? Did you get the Zodiac Age version? Because apparently I have heard that there is no reason to play the original version, the original release of 12, because the Zodiac Age version is just so much better in every way. Okay, we have no spirit spells. Oh, Keelalon is a level 3 white spell. That's a problem. Nobody can use 3rd level magic. We'll save. Just in case something terrible happens. Zodiac Age is the only one on PC? Okay. So that's where you got it then. What if you guys... Okay, Spirit and Composite are still grayed out, and I did not see Composite listed in our spellbook at all. But what if, what if Prism? You can also do that. Are we also going to get Mac in the party? Is this going to be basically just a Palimporum kind of thing? That one. So you should go for one of the back ones. And you should go for that one over there. Continue, continue. Only good. Here we go! Okay, that actually hurts. Prism! Overkill! Personally, you like the original license board where everyone can learn everything?
That was very fun.
Yeah, Oh, Zodiac Age removes damage caps, adds fast forward, and fixes dumb stuff. See, I actually prefer how Zodiac Age had classes. And so you'd pick, like, I think 2 classes for each character. And it made each character distinct. Kind learned anti-paralysis, and Cook learned prayer. Also fixes dumb stuff like how opening certain chests prevented you from getting the best weapon in the original version. There was a spear, wasn't it, that did that? Kind of a bullshit gotcha. No, it's a spellbook. What is prayer? Or is... Oh, it's a thing. Recovers the HP of one party member. Is it free? In addition, Zodiac Age is actually a more refined version of the international version of FF12. You can get 2 jobs per character instead of 1. Yep. I think, let's see. When I did it, I had Vaughn as a thief and... what was the second class? Samurai? Or Bushi, as it was called. Bosch was a knight. What was it? I can't remember what I made his second class either. No, we need somebody who can spirit magic to open that. This game lets you play it. The game lets you play as overemployed? Yes! Well, it's more like you have to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet.
I think I'm gonna like this.
Do you think Jan's a little jealous that Cook has a bigger staff than him? You guys are front row. Well, let's kill the bugs because the bugs can paralyze and that sucks. I need to change what not ring, the accessory, whatever you call it, that Kime and Seth are wearing. What beats wind? Fire. Fire beats wind. So I could just, we'll just do that. Jansen! Or... Okay, yeah. Burn the bugs. The bugs in the back. Perfect! Perfect. Okay, no paralyze. No paralyze. Good, good. People do say there's no real best combination for any characters, but there kind of is. I think some classes synergize better with each other than others. Red Mage, Black Mage. That's what I think. That's what I made. What's her name? Ash, the princess lady. That's what I made her. I had a feeling of Red Mage from her. Only good. Aw, no MP.
That wasn't very fun.
Literally just down to frame data for weapon attacks. For instance, Vaughn has the fastest attack frame data for greatswords and katanas. So, like, are we talking like animations or something? What do you mean by frame data? Boom! Something just blew up outside. I guess people are setting off their fireworks a little early. Right. Yeah, we mastered that. We need the anti-kilolon. Okay, mana earrings for you. Skills. guard heal, relax, stand ready. Yep, those are all good ones. Status analysis. Anti-paralysis. But you have an empty slot. Okay. You need relax. There. Types and elements of enemies. Oh wait, we don't need that because Jan's got that. What we do need is anti-paralysis. That way we don't have to worry about those bugs. He gets the attacks out a little faster than others. So yeah, that's so insignificant it wouldn't even factor into my decision making. Balthier is a terrible mage because of his casting animation being the longest. See, I just made him a machinist because he has a gun as he comes out, so it just made sense. That seemed to be the direction that they wanted you to go with him.
It's Max! I wonder if he slipped. You know, that kid's not too bright after all.
Mac must be ahead of us. Let's go.
I'm going to see if I can adjust the volume. System settings. Nope. Dialogue is as loud as it's going to get. Okay, fine. Save these settings. Also, we need to change our linked skills. Reduce the spellcasting time of the user. Reduce the spellcasting time for one party member. We'll just go with prayer. We need to learn that on both of you. Can you guys hear those pops? Oh, we can get through here now. It's not as impenetrable as it used to be. It's another thing. He has a gun in renders and stuff, but he's either the slowest or second slowest with gun attacks. So, I guess what... Now, when you're saying slowest and second slowest, how slow are we talking? Is it a matter of just frames? Einit with the raid! Ryan Stuff Raiders, I am Cassedrian, and we are playing some Lost Odyssey. Just found out that Kime, our main character, dude on the far right here that's going out of frame, bye Kime, he's a granddad. That's his granddaughter there in the red. He didn't know about her either. You were playing, Escape from Ever After. I need to go back and watch that VOD. I'm very curious about that game. It looks so cool and adorable. You are also front row. What are you? Oh, Kilo on? Yeah, you're not a problem. Escape from Ever After is super cute, very fun, very Paper Mario-esque. Yeah, that's the vibe I was getting from it. And after you played Bug Fables, it seemed to be right up your alley. So, yeah, prayer is just totally free. Heal Seth, please. I want to see how much it does. Perfect. Need to look it up. Well, there's a wolf character and a dragon character. Now that's a prayer. Okay. That's as far as you are. Having the wolf and the dragon. I only know about them because they're on the they're featured in the videos on the trailers. We don't have the thing that lets us see what their health is. fractions of a second. Only matters for super serious min-maxing. Yeah, okay. So, wouldn't really make that much of a difference to me. Perfect. Bonk. Nothing. Perfect. 2. That needs to die. Your back row, too. What element are you? Water? That would be earth. So, hit him with a rock. Perfect. Good, you love them both. Wolf has a very different ability than what you were expecting. Alright, Jansen's still the better mage, but to be fair, she is a little girl. So, Sandman Seal, Whetstones, money. She's already level 17. She's gained 2 levels just since we got her. Good adventures go left. Actually, it looks like the right is a dead end, so we'll go that way. Come on, kick it. Give me the crystals. Alright, that's 1. I don't remember how many the guy wanted, but it was a lot. Bonk. Anti-paralysis herb. All right, it's the other one. It's a distinct lack of random encounters. Another one of these things. We've seen these little platformy type things a few times in this forest, and I bet you it is going to be a matter of finding a character that does spirit magic, and then they'll be able to turn it into, I don't know, a jump pad that can get us up to that other little box that's at the top right of our mini-map. That one was haunted. Leave this place, zombie ghosts. But this is our house. Okay, so we use water on them. So you two focus that. Perfect. Oh, they die a lot faster than I was expecting. Oh, well, if you get perfect, they die. Or if you just give them a little, just give them a little spray bottle, just a. you just defend. You go bonk, and you use prayer. Okay, so they're not passives. You have to activate them, and they do cost mana. Casting, support, and concentrate both. Perfect. Only good. Bonk. 2. Good. All Soul Eater Bug's abilities have been enhanced. Defend again. Go ahead and do it. Good. Oh, he can do Prism? Uh-oh. Perfect. 1 damage. No MP. Alright, this guy is now... He is now a problem. That is a very dangerous spell for him to have. Zephyr? Both of you cast it. Perfect. Oh, he can just fire that thing off. Oh, that's bad. And, oh, nope, she's still standing. It takes us a full turn to cast that. Paraweed Thorn. And he just goes, Prism, bang. Let's do it again. Prism, bang. Jansen has learned level 3 black magic. Do we know any 3rd level black spells? Seal and Stone. Seals one enemy. I'm guessing that's Silence. And Stone, Petrify. Oh, inflicts signs of petrification. So it looks like they're being petrified. Heal? Does this work? We can't use the prayer ability outside combat. That's a shame. But what we can do... we just have... one more. Dan is playing a scary game with gore and guts, and you're a Catholic God-loving boy, and you're scared to go, and you're taking refuge here. Well, I'm glad that you are here, because this is a Christian Minecraft server, so you are safe from the horrors of violence, and from the influence of the devil.
I love how they taste.
We rebuke you, Satan, in the name of the dirt fruits. Nom 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 nom. Rise of Salic. Reminds me when you said a bad word in chat once, and this Christian CS source server kicked me out. Not big on forgiveness, are they? Another one of those weird platforms.
Let's take him now.
What is that? Balloons! Well, if they're anything like the Final Fantasy balloons, then They're about to blow their minds. Silver Kilolon. Element water. Burn it. Okay, water would be ground. Yes. I don't like that he's gonna go before we all get our stuff off, and he's probably just gonna run away. Huge explosion! Okay. Yep, there he goes. Bye. Well, take this, mosquito. No, wait. Stop. We'll just defend and defend. Only good. Huge explosion! Yeah. Perfect. Only good. But still, even if we only land on good, it's still 2 MP. Better than none. Magma Fragment. Why is it saying that that's a new item? We've had those. Yeah, Magma Fragments. Or maybe it's saying it's a new item because we didn't have any at that moment. Yep, nothing new. If that huge explosion didn't work, I'd run too. It's a huge explosion! And they just... We do the Dragon Ball thing where the smoke clears and we're just still just standing there. Maybe there's a crater, but we're unfazed. I want to do a one fight. Just one fight. Can we do a fight? One fight, please? Ooh. There it goes.
Looks like we got a good chance.
You two defend. Perfect. Only good. Oh, she's not immune to that. You know what? Sure, go for it. Even if it only gives me like 2 MP. Only good. Perfect. 12. That's way better. I should get another one of those circlets. Just equip that on them so that they can defend and get MP back without having to try to attack and hopefully land a perfect. And only get a couple of MP if they do. If we defend, you do your thing. Heal your granddad. Perfect. 3.
Okay.
Big hit. 12 MP. Small hit, but he's maxed out anyways.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
More magic looting stones and more bug bits. Our favorite. Nobody's actually got the, Jansen, you can have it. Circlet. What are we learning through the link? Hang on. Skill, links. Oh, that didn't actually take that long. What? I want to learn black. Okay. A sorcerer's shrine. Where the heck did Mac go? And how did he get past all of these monsters? The answer is he probably didn't. Neat! Leave this place at once if thy life is dear to thee. Fury shall befall those who defile this holy shrine. Okay, bye. Fury? You mean crystal bits. Oh! Bet you he took the other elevator. Bet you that's what this is. It's an elevator. We go ups. Or down. Oh, okay, so it just... Whoever designed it intelligently, so that one goes down, you gotta go up. Can we see what's in this corner? No? It's probably not important. Oh, we can roll the boulder. Don't know where we will take it, though.
Ha! Not too smart, eh?
Dobots! Earth Colossus. Hardened. Spirit magic. Earth. Earth is beat by water. Yes? No. Wind. I think we just made one. Wind Ring Ultra! And you can equip just a normal wind ring. We have one, right? Or do we not? Do we not have a single... We do not have one. Alright, well, you can just keep using the soul ring. You need the MP anyways. Jansen, just defend. I want to see how much MP you get. And also defend. 13? Yeah, we just need more circlets. That's way better than the Osmos thing. Charging! Charging! Okay, everybody defend. Something bad's coming. Oh! And that's through blocking. Alright, these things need to die fast. Perfect. Perfect. Charging. We can't survive another hit. Well, Kaim might be able to. Seth definitely can't. Okay, one down. Everybody defend. Splat!
History.
Well, there goes our granddaughter. We're good at our job. We don't have a res yet, do we? No. Perfect. Charging. Please don't hit Cook. Okay, yeah, time can take it. Oh! Wind! I think we just need to burn this thing down. Bonk. Kaim has learned anti-kill Killalon. We already have the thing that lets us use level 2 black and white, so we don't need this. Okay, do Sage's protection. Hmm. Spirit ring. Oh. Oh, okay. Huh. Yep. Give it push. Oh, okay, there it goes. Alright, so the controls for this, up and down, or up goes that way, down goes that way. You push left to push. It's a bit weird. Make sure we avoid the hole. Don't step on the elevator. That'd be really embarrassing. Go. 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 Does it not go this way? Right, back the other way. I can only assume there's something in that other room that I'm supposed to put the rock onto. No, no, get around it. I didn't see anything that was vaguely button-shaped. Stop that. I want you to push. No, you don't want to? Okay, now you do. Now you don't. No, let it go. Anything here that looks like it would be able to receive a round boulder. Put it on the elevator? Okay, we can do that. I don't see any kind of a thing saying insert rock here. Ah, these guys again. I doubt sleep is going to work on a golem. I doubt paralyze is going to work on a golem. I doubt pets will work on a golem, but they do work on me. I still have, no, I don't still have the wind thing equipped.
How skibbity.
Dragon fruits work on me, and I need the healing right now. Equip. You are going to switch to the Spirit Ring. It did the pet. I saw the pet. Whoop. Dang it. Bonk. Charging. Oh, he's still alive. Perfect. Okay, good. Charging. Should probably just defend. But maybe we can finish him off first. Do the dragon fruit give more shine in your scales or wings? They give me more spring in my step. Ow! Well, Kai's not getting any XP. Stream's falling behind. I am not dropping any frames. I have a solid connection. I have no idea what's going on then. Cook learned level 3 white magic. Right. To the elevator. Oh, nope, this way, this way, this way. This way some more. Does this work better with D-pad? Nope. Stick only. Even though your controls are totally just on or off. There is no degree between them. You either circle up, you circle down, or you push forward. No? Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. We got it on the elevator. Can we go uppies now? We cannot go uppies. No. Oh, away it goes. Bye. Ah, there's a thing. Good thinking, Dracana. Tablet fragment. Valuables. A fragment of a historically valuable Eastern tribe tablet. Ow, why? And what does give more shine to my scales? Dirk wax. The only parts of me that are shiny are my stripes. Yay, stripes! Stripes is best. Whoops. Something just closed. What the heck was that? The door just closed by itself. Is this some sort of that spirit magic stuff? Although Tracken might argue that Pixel is a good doggy too. Ow! Ah, and we're down here. Okay, good, great. I'm happy for this. What about the other side? Okay, there is nothing down here except for an elevator back up. Oh, good. Hello, golem friend. Are we doing the... Seru with the raid! Rar and Stuff Raiders. I am Cassedrian, and we are playing some Lost Odyssey, where I am being stumped by a boulder trap. I'm hoping it'll just run out of rocks eventually. Whee! Hit level 8. Nice! Getting up there now. Do sorcerers get new tiers of magic every even level or odd level? Because I think that was changed at some point. They used to just basically have like the same progression as wizards. Alright, run for it! No. Alright, that was the solution. Odd, because you hit level 4 spells at 7. Okay, so it's the same as wizards then. Bet you... Meow. I think that broke something. Oh, it hit that pillar. So I just kind of shove this out of the way. What'll happen? Oh, it's gonna smash through the door. Lol. Get to be an absolute menace to... Oh. Oh. But... Woohoo! We did it! You have spell sniper, so you can just pew from downtown. Alright, let's hurry on. So... Okay. No dirt, no earth robots, please. Something that I can actually not panic against, please. I don't know if I should panic. Plus distance spell, plus spell sniper. Your guiding bolt is a 300-foot range. You're back, bro. Wait, I'm still using my my fire sword. Or fire ring. Or wind. It's wind. Beautiful wings. They are the best wings. And switch to also soul ring. There we go. You just defend. And you also defend. Perfect. Perfect. That's inconvenient for me. Shadow. Alright, that actually looked kind of cool. Something because of innate spell or innate sorcery will also be advantage plus because a spell sniper will never be at disadvantage while within melee range. And then, if I somehow miss, I can use Seeking Spell to also reroll the attack. Plant Dragon? Hey, can I zoom in on this guy? This does not say dragon to me. This is like some weird plant bug. Oh, no element type. Well, I guess I'm just gonna give him a bonk and set off the flare mine. Hopefully it doesn't hurt that bad. Zephyr. No, you just chill. Good. Only 47? That's not bad at all. Oh, it's on every hit though. Okay, that's less good. I want that spell. Yeah, how is that a dragon? He's casting something. He's... Wah, wah. Either that or he just wants us to come in for a big hug. Yeah, just do a heal. And you can use prayer on Seth. Oh, he's just casting that shadow thing again. Perfect.
Okay.
Ow! Oh, ad break. Whoops. Perfect.
Okay.
And Zephyr. Defend, defend. Bonk, and... Actually, no. Also defend. And prayer on Seth. I'm fine with that. I just want to rebuild our guard meter. Does that reset after battle? Let's just finish this and see. Good.
Phew. That was a close one.
A blood-sucking needle. Seth has learned level 3 black. Means I'm going to switch you over to something else. Possibly level 3 white. And you're still working on it. 2 points away. Yep. Okay, Guardometer did reset. Lucky Clover. HP recovery when critical hits occur. So I could use that one ring, the anger ring, I think. Slightly increases the chance of critical hits, and then that particular bracelet to have a higher, to basically heal myself occasionally when I crit. I would like to know what it means by slightly, though. Bonk. Crystal fragment. And bonk. Ah. Well, that is 2 crystal fragments that we got, so that's a prize. How many do we have? 17. Hopefully that's enough for the art guy. For him to finally be inspired. Treasure. Curse. Spellbook, black. Curse. Curse is one enemy. Okay. Good to know. I wasn't sure what it could have done. It was a mystery, but I'm glad it cleared that up. Cast that all barricade. And you just bonk him with your stick. Good. Alright, we got our shell out. And just in time for Shadow. What are the chances of this working? I'm gonna guess somewhere between 0 and none. Oh, she can't even use it. That's right, because it's a level 3 spell. No. Make with the bonks. Perfect. More shadow. Oh. Don't put the controller down during fights. Yeah, of course it missed. Why wouldn't it? It's a status effect. I just thought I'd try it. See, anytime you think of a strategy, it's like, oh, I bet I can use this to take away whatever strength they have. Unless that strength happens to be their hit points, and your strategy is hit them hard, it won't work. Let me just defend. Wait, no. I saw something. We can go full burn. Light them up. Fire! Fire! The thing that I saw was right next to the save point. Level up! Kaim has learned level 3 black magic. So that means I'm actually going to have to get rid of that one ability that's the one in level 1 and 2 together in order to use level 3. That stinks. Level 3 white. How are we doing here? 2 points away on that. 8 points away on that. But this, wah, sparkly sparkle. That is a full heal, full restore, all health, all mana, all the time. Yep, okay.
No one gets in my way.
I just wanted the shiny. And now we're dealing with these guys again. Luckily, there's a save point and a full heal just right around the corner. So, just big deeps. Charging! Also charging. Well, blow me down. Alright, well, we got one of them, but the other's about to make his move. Everybody defend. Here it comes. Yeah, Kime can handle it. Only 354 this time. Instead of 400 and blah blah syllables. Charging. Some more ore. Learn crisis concentration. Not that he's ever going to use that, because he's kind of a crap mage. But it's important to have everything. Take that. Crystal fragment. That's good. Can I just run past this guy? Meow. Dang it.
This does not look good!
Oh, it's only one of them. That's no problem at all. The other two guys are just going to blow themselves up and do no damage. Oh, they're not going to self-destruct? Fine, be that way. There he goes. Boom! Oh, that did so little. Boop. Dead. Cook is now level 20. She has gained 5 levels since she joined us. Seth has learned Anti-Keelalon and level 3 White. I guess Sage's protection. What the? What?
This does not look good!
Was that other fight just a random encounter that happened an instant before this one? Bonk. Charging. Our granddaughter's actually starting to outdamage Jansen. She doesn't even have level 3 black magic. Uh-oh. Hammer time! Eh. I survived, and that's what matters.
What a waste of time.
Kaim has learned level 3, White Magic, and Crit Heal. Skill Link. Concentrate. And we're going to take, I guess, the Mana Earring. And our prize for fighting 2 of those things. Cubic Music Score number 2. Okay. I'm glad we found that. It's just what I was looking for. Oh, you are just right in the way. Rah, rah. You can go right past them. Slot Seed. Well, we never found Cubic Music Score number 1. Dad. No. Oh, dang it.
Looks like we got a good chance.
Oh, this isn't the... It's not the golems. So as soon as this fight ends, we have to keep on running, or else we're going to fight the golems immediately after this. Oops, all barricade. Fine, we'll try it. Paralyze! Oh, dang it. It worked? It actually worked? It didn't say miss. No magic for you, loser. Alright, I don't know what Curse does, but we're going to try that on you. And you do that paralyzed thing on the other guy. Perfect. Good. Shadow. Ah yes, the type of spell you would expect a plant to use. Curse! Miss. Of course he did. And he still gets this off. Okay, good. Perfect. Time for maximum bonks. Alright, fight is over. Run. We must run. Hard skin, quality iron sand, cash money. Run, 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 run. Damn it. I think this time it is the
You don't
golems.
stop being so popular.
Yep. That's okay. We got the strats for them. The strats is oops, all wind. Bonk! Oh, he wasted his turn. He's never gonna get to use it. They're not beautiful enough to be dragons. They're not. They're weird plant bug monsters. Alright. Reminds me of Breath of Fire 4. Some of the dragon designs in that were not very dragony. Also, Legend of the Dragoon. I think one of the dragons really was just a giant bug. Good game, but I wish the dragon designs were a little bit more dirty. Actually, both of those were really good games. Legend of Dragoon and Breath of Fire 4. Good games.
What a waste of time.
Seth has learned Crisis Concentration. Is there anything else that she needs to learn? Or is that everything? Is that all of the items? Nope. Lucky Clover. You have them both on your shelf. Need to play. Have you not played them before? Nope. Between the two, I would recommend Breath of Fire 4 the most. Legend of Dragoon is also good, and the Dragoon armor looks cool, but I think 4 is just, you know, better all around. Also, beautiful sprite art for PlayStation. Great at acquiring games, playing them in a timely fashion, not so much. Oh, great, he's possessed.
Wow. Puberty's weird.
Alright, well, we know how to handle this. We've played Draken.
Now I understand
Slam
why
down
it's a
the
curse
invincibility potion, get the rune blade, stab.
Mac!
Wait.
But he's calling me!
Mac is possessed by the forest. If you get too close, you might end up cursed also.
I have to save him.
No!
Bad
Ah,
idea.
you stupid girl. You know what? You're immortal. You don't really need a family line.
Is anyone listening to me? Are you some kind of beast?
Are you some kind of beast? You know, you have to tell me if you are. It's the law. What are we up against here? Yes. Okay, he has tentacles. I'm guessing that's the one that's holding Cook. Type magic, no element. Okay. Well, let's focus on that one. Get that barricade out. Good. Good. It's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, that sucks. It steals my MP. Alright, let's see if it likes magic better. Just go down the line. All the elements. Since it's non-elemental itself... Actually, wait. Back to Kime. It is spirit. So that means... Where's my spirit ring? There we go. Let's see if it likes these taters. And then you just set it on fire. And you use shield. Perfect. Alright, well that sucked. Obsidian side. Okay. Alright, it did a little tiny bit more. Power up! We are not doing a lot of damage to this guy. Can I heal her? No. Alright, it's gonna be oops all prisms. Where is it? Like, she probably doesn't have a whole lot left. Yep, keep casting, keep casting, keep casting. Looks like he targets a row with that. Because last time he used it, it only hit Jansen. Prism! Sparkles! Yeah, that was a bit better. Oh, Cook has at 29 hit points. Yeah, she's dead. Unless we just get super lucky and actually break her free this turn. Good. Good. And she's dead.
No.
And then we all just went home and gave up on our quest. So, are we gonna have to grind? I have an idea. We do have something that might help. But how many of them? A single power drink. I guess we can try the different status effect spells, but you know those aren't going to do squat. Altar of the Abyss. Skip it.
Let's take him down.
No, this thing's actually not that dangerous to me. What's this one? Equip. Spirit Ring. Commence the attack. And I want you to use the power drink Unkind. How do you use a potion on somebody else? You just throw it at them? I wish we had more buffing spells that would actually increase our offense abilities. Like, you know, a haste or something. Sure, curse. Let's try it.
Okay.
Good. Oh, there we go. There's some deeps. Yeah, of course it didn't work. Alright, Kime, that's your job. Just attack. No, you also just attack. Prism power! Perfect. Only good. But it still does 228 damage. Obsidian side. That's a heck of a side. 34. Good job. Nope, keep casting. Dang it, I keep only hitting good. There we go. Yeah, get back over here and start casting Prism. Oh, it's just gonna energy drain all of us now. Okay. Yep, going with the Prism. Oh, I know what you can do. Reduce the spellcasting time for one party member. Jansen, let's fire off those prisms faster. Dang it, still only good. Side. Fire stuff remove. So, our grandson got possessed by a shadow tentacle monster. You know, it happens. This is actually going to be over real fast. Unless there's a phase 2. There's going to be a phase 2. Oh, interesting. I didn't get a chance. I didn't even get to give Cook a command that time. Are we gonna beat up our grandson? Also, did that remove my power drink? Type none. Okay. In that case, we'll just get rid of the spirit ring. Go back to our trusty soul ring. And you all shield. Yeah, so apparently if while cook...
Max in the way. If we attack, we're gonna hurt him.
There's nothing he can do. The forest is controlling him.
But we've got to get around him somehow.
I wonder if there's a way to neutralize him without hurting him.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
nothing but trouble. How about knocking him out?
Look.
I deliberately did not even hit the thing for the, damn it. Deliberately said, oh, I'm not going to do the ring timing thing. I'm going to roll bad on purpose. And game's like, guess what? You're going to hit harder than you have ever hit before. My friend never recovered from being possessed by a shadow tentacle monster. I still grieve for him. Well, maybe he's happier this way. After all, he has shadow and tentacles. And who doesn't love tentacles? Skip. Alright, well, same thing as before. I'm gonna do the little drinky drink. Spirit ring. Time gets a drinky drink. Good. Why can't I hit perfect anymore? Alright, there we go. This time I'm not going to have her speed up Jansen's casting, because it basically means that she never gets another turn. And that's kind of stupid and dumb, and I hate it. This is like, okay, instead of casting a spell every other turn, you cast it every turn, but you're also sacrificing somebody else's turn for it. Go ahead and shield, and you can barricade. a little bit of Zephyr. You know what? Both of you do it. Perfect. Only good though. Dang it. Dang, pretty big heals. Greaves, that's like a dream come true. No more responsibilities. The Shadow Tentacle monster has to deal with them now. Now you get to pay the bills. You heal Kine, and you heal Seth. Rebuild the guard leader. Defend, defend. No, not attack.
Okay.
So, Kine and Seth are back up to full health, but our guard meter is still that low. Well, they're not at full health anymore, but you know what I mean. Okay, well, on to the next phase.
Mac!
Yep, defend, defend. Time for sleep. Actually, Jansen, you can defend, because you get some MP back. Sleep! Plop. The one time that spell's going to work in the entire game. Obsidian miasma. We need that Zephyr. We need a full heal. Well, not full heal, but a party heal. Perfect. Oh, that did nothing. Perfect. Finally. 310. Aw, Mac is back up again. Okay. So it only puts him to sleep for a single turn. Unless he just immediately wakes up. Defend, defend. Can I paralyze him? Would that work better? Can we turn him to stone and then unstone him later? This is a lot of MP to cast for something that only gives you one turn of attacks, maybe. Alright, see if this works. Nope, you can't paralyze him. Has to be sleep. So defend, defend. Conceptually, this is an interesting boss fight, but not even 5 minutes in, I'm looking at myself who's like, why are both sides wearing such stupid helmets? Oh, watching the beginning of this game? Yeah, the fashion is he just gets back up again. What am I supposed to do? Alright. We're taking a chance. Of course, if this goes badly, then he's just dead. But attack? Attack? I do sleep. 1B. That means it'll probably go after our attacks do. I know! Kime, you're a terrible mage. You do it. And then he goes down. You get to do your bullshit. And he is still down. Good, good. Lay into him. Hit him with a rock. Obsidian side. Alright, take that, neat looking black and blue shadowy thing. Next time you want to use your tentacles on someone, do it to someone other than a miner.
Mac! Mac! Cook! Oh, you dummy!
Deserved.
Don't you know how sad it would have made Mom if you died? Yeah, I know. Why'd you go alone? How come you didn't tell me? Because, Cook, you're always so cranky when someone wakes you up. Well, sorry, but still. I wanted to show Mom those flowers. I thought if I came here, I could meet her. I wanted to talk to her. You can't.
He's wearing a ridiculous outfit. He's totally joining our party.
You won't ever see her again. Tell me, Kyle, when someone dies, what happens to their soul? Do you know? You lived a long time. Haven't you ever seen anything?
No, I haven't. When people die, they just go away. If there's any place a soul would go, it's in your memories. People you remember are with you forever. Lyrum will continue to live on in our memories. And that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's return these flowers to where they belong.
Phase 3!
I don't know. It feels different than the spirit that attacked Mac.
Well, not to me!
The other one felt evil. But this is different. It's warm, tender. It's almost tranquil.
Tranquil? Ah, yes, the tranquility. You can feel it in the vibrating controller.
What?
Flowers.
What is this? Incredible. It's a miracle. This is a miracle.
It's Mom. Yeah, Mom's here. I know she's here. She heard us. She felt us. Mom, look. We're doing fine, Mom.
Mom, I'm gonna go find Grandma.
I'm gonna grow strong like Kime.
It's warm. The warmth of her soul. Lyrum's brought us a miracle, Kime.
Miracle. Always keep you in our thoughts, Lyra.
So was I right that we're gonna have these two as, like, Palom and Porum? Oh, preparing to change discs. Would you like to save your game? We've made it to disc 2! That means I have to go over across the room and get the discs. Also, it's timer! So, whoop. So, you guys do the pie throwing, I will be right back. Whoosh! I'm on the floor. When and how did this happen? Got ready. I'm back, and it's Pi Nuno 1. Also, since I got up and moved around, then the avatar's all messed up, so point and reset. I don't think it reset. It did not. Try again, dude. There we go. Okay. Whoosh! Disc change complete. So Mac is totally joining our party. You all saw how ridiculous he was dressed. And only protagonist characters, party members, dressed like idiots. And there he is, front row. So, tell us, Mac, what you got? Old battle discus? A quiet boy with an inner strength beyond his age. He's Cook's younger brother, and the child of Kime's daughter, Lirim. Oh, he's higher magic attack. In other words, you need to be back row. Oh, can we not do that? There. Alright, Mac, what you got? Power hit, combo, spirit magic. Inflicts a powerful and damaging attack on one enemy. Consecutively attacks one enemy twice in a row. Slightly increases GC of the front row. Wait, is he supposed to be a frontline fighter? If I don't do that daily check-in... If I didn't do the daily check-in, you could have used an anvil 1 point away. It'll come in just a moment. Ad break starting soon. Why couldn't it have started whenever I was switching discs? Alright, Mac, you're going back in the front row. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. Oh, let's also take a look at your equipment. What would be a good item for you to have? How about the, yeah, Platinum Gauntlet. You don't get the Soul Ring. That's mine. We'll have to make another one for him. Two points away on that. 8 points away on that. Okay, you are learning Concentrate, and I kind of want to leave that on you for now. But we do want this eventually, and especially the power hit and the combo. Like this is going to be good stuff for the front line. But it is ad time, so everybody get up, stretch your legs, go change the disc, and we will be right back in just a few minutes. Whoosh. Whoosh, and we are back. Unfortunately, the last clip, or the clip that's about to play, is one of my favorite ones from Yoshi's Island. But alas, we will not get to see it tonight, for that was the final ad break that we will be taking a break for. I was also thinking about the weapon that Mac uses. It looks to be a ranged weapon, because, you know, it's a little disky thing. That darn elevator, it was so well hidden. I just never looked in that direction. But if this is actually, you know, functions as a ranged weapon, maybe he could be in the back row, but I'm not sure that's a thing in this game. It doesn't specifically say that it works that way. I would also like to add that chakrams are cool. Oh yeah, we got spirit magic now too. What does spirit magic do for us? Shadow inflicts low non-elemental damage on all enemies. Chime wakes up one party member from sleep. Midna is the best sidekick character from Zelda. Also, this spell slightly increases the magical attack of one party member. Cool. Powera. Cool. We need these. We need these bad. We need these on our main characters. those are the good buffs that I've been wanting all this time.
Cook, I feel kind of weird.
That's because you were possessed by a shadow monster.
Mac, are you getting all strange again?
You'll be okay, Mac. Calm down. Your power won't do bad things anymore.
What? You know about this?
It's weird. This strange power is moving inside of me.
More bowing, yes.
That's the magic of the Eastern Tribe. Don't worry about it. The Eastern Tribe coexists with the forest. They both respect and fear it. They revere and live so closely with the forest that they gain special powers from it.
Special powers.
Isn't the Eastern Tribe the people who started the war 500 years ago?
But why me?
You were possessed by the Crimson Forest, which still holds the remnants of the Eastern Tribe's spirit. Because of that, the power of the Eastern Tribe now resides within you, Mac.
Somna.
Ooh, seems like a mixed blessing to me.
That's not true. I'm sure it'll come in handy. You should be thankful, Mac.
Yeah, Mac, you got some cool magic powers that I'm gonna steal from you, and you're not gonna be unique or special anymore.
You, Mac? I wish I could get it. You don't suppose the Crimson Forest would possess me too, would it?
Yay, possessions for everyone! Oh, that's what this is for. Oh, oh, whoa, what's this? It wasn't like this before. Ah, maybe it's because Mac is here. Me? Seems so. There is a powerful spirit magic at work in this forest. It's likely that everything's coming back to life due to a spirit mage like Mac being here. How neat! Let's see if these things are working then. Amazing. He made it out safe, especially in that outfit. Hope I was supposed to do that, because I can't seem to turn it back on. Alright, I'm gonna need circlets. I'm gonna need 2 more circlets. Oh, I'm also still wearing the spirit ring. You can take that off now. Oh, no, I'm not. Spirit magic. Everybody's slapping this kid, even himself. Yeah, maybe a little bit of Zephyr. Just a little Zephyr as a treat. No, it takes 2 turns. Not gonna bother. Wind, wind, wind. Okay. Perfect. Perfect.
Let's go!
Alright, we've juiced up Granddad. Okay, all those take 10 MP. I just want to see what his attack is. Okay, so he doesn't actually throw the disc, he just walks up and hits them with it. In fantasy games, this kind of style having armor that is nothing protecting the stomach. Style over function, which gives you better protection than functional armor. After all, if you've got the abs to rock it, do it. Perfect. Killed by a little child.
What a cinch.
Level 16. He's got some catching up to do. Kaiman has learned MP Max Up. MP Max Up 1. Mac has learned Counter. Counter? Counter, you say? Oh, if this lets me do what I hope it does. Skill, Mac. Counter. Randomly perform a counterattack against enemy regular attacks. Hurry up and finish learning this. Yet concentrates at 12 of 15. Oh, yours is done. Start learning counter. Actually, I got a better idea. We need to go back downstairs, and I need to poke the full heal. Oh, the tablet fragment. There was that broken tablet thingy up top. Or I guess it wasn't really broken, but there was a tablet thingy up top. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, now where was the thing? Well, I got this here. Up we go! And slide! And then down. One seed. Yep, we're gonna have to go back through this entire forest again. This one was possessed.
If it's a fight you want, you got it.
Alright, give me the power up. The power up. Ryan Stuff 3! We just fought a difficult-ish boss. Had to resort to using consumables. But now the whole family is here. Or at least the family that's still alive. yum.
Let's go!
I don't even feel that much of a difference whenever they use slow. You keep casting, you keep casting. Good. Perfect. Very dead. Yum, 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 yum. And finally they cast Prism. We started with 5 enemies. There are only 2 left.
Let's go!
Well, what did you expect?
Now he's level 17. Kaim has learned Concentrate, which means we can now get him started on Counter. And Seth has learned Crit Heal. Whatever on that. What was the other thing Cook had? Oh, casting support. Counter. Because with that, we'll be able to just guard, and then whenever they hit us, slap them back anyways and get free attacks. Unless the random chance of it going off is actually really low and sucky. Here we go. Here's the tablet thingy. And I can't do anything with it. Good. Good. Great.
Oh yeah! Let's get it on!
So this is going to be our full party for the game? Maybe the spoiler that I read in the manual wasn't what I thought it was. Because I know we have a party size limit of 5. And we got our 5 peeps right here. Although I do have a feeling that Jansen's not going to stick with us forever. He doesn't seem like the type. He's going to probably betray us at some point. Inflicts a powerful and damaging attack on one enemy. Well, let's try it. Bug. Wind, right? Yeah, wind. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. 414. Alright, Mac, impress me. I just hit that thing for 414. What you got? Power hit! Good job. Maybe I'll do better whenever I use the ability after I steal it from him.
nature to lose.
Seth learned counter. Alright, we need to throw something away. Here we go, anti-paralysis. Counter. Oh yeah, also need to set a new skill. Skill link. Let's get started with the level 2 spirit magics. And anything through here? Oh wait, this is the second part of the forest. Now we do need to check everything just in case there's one of those weird little platformy things. Don't see anything on that side either. This. Get on the thing and ride it. Behold the power of spirit magic. Refresh. The era of brown and a shit ton of bloom. Yes, realism. Spellbook. Oh, cover? Creates a weak barrier that absorbs damage and protects the party member it surrounds. And only Cook can use that. Hopefully she can target other people with it. Here we go, refresh. Slightly recovers the HP of a row of party members. This is okay. Have we figured out what the plot of this game is? We know that evil wizard guy is trying to restore the monarchy, probably so that he can then also kill the king and become king himself. But the prince guy, he didn't want to restore the monarchy. He's happy with their country being a republic. There's also the magic staff investigation, which kind of got completely derailed. Hopefully we can get back to that eventually. But turns out, Kime, our main dude here, he's granddad. And Mac and Cook, those two, they're his grandkids. He also found his daughter and she died. And we had a big funeral thing event for that, which took a while. Bet you this is possessed. Something tells me. Oh, what a shock!
Yikes!
Not spells. Just hits. You do shadow magic. Yeah, try that. How long does it take you? Okay, you get it off on this turn. That's fine. You guys fire-based? Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, killed one of them. Miss. Bonk. No MV. Oh, he's casting Prism. Ow! Yeah, that has to stop. Perfect.
Phew. That was a close one.
A blood-sucking needle. You know, I still didn't look at the ring crafting. What if that gives us a life drain thing? Kaim has learned counter. Nice. Alright, next. I do want spirit magic. Spirit magic has all the stuff that I wanted our front row guys to have. I'm wondering what the tablet was, that little tablet piece that we found was for, because it's not the big tablet that we saw, it's something else. Right, that's right, you're wind. And you, the other guy, you're fire. Perfect. Bonk. Where was my counter? Oh wait, I didn't set counter. I need to set that. Dang! Big splash.
Taking candy from a baby.
And Seth has learned level 2 spirit magic. Now we could learn level 1 spirit magic. Did I set counter? I did. Okay, on you I did. On you I did not. Counter. And level 2 spirit. And that takes us back to... Huh. Is there anything else in here? We got that thing, the Sorcerer's Shrine. Whoa, flashbang! Leave this place at once unless you want to have cool spirit magic powers and tentacle beasts.
Out of my way!
You guys again, huh? You might not be able to one-cycle these guys. Eee, dirt pets! Ha! Dodged. Oh, and countered!
Let's go!
My wind spell sucks. But that's okay, we just pumped up strength, and that's what matters. Bonk! Good job. Charging!
Wow, have you fallen for me yet?
And now Kime has level 2 spirit magic. So we're just gonna set that now. It's probably for the best. His offensive magic kind of sucks. Although being able to heal could be useful. But no. No. Power hit. Is that something back there? Can't get to it. Okay. I'm going to take one peek down here. And if there's nothing here that's vaguely tablet shaped, then we're just leaving. Okay, yeah. Alright, we're out. Yeah, we're finished here. We're just gonna go. I got the teen hoodie.
Goddamn rock!
Goddamn rocks.
No one gets in my way.
Shiny. Red Trent. Oh, Trent, I loved you in Freelancer. Go ahead and just everybody that's on the front, buff yourselves up. Because we can do that now. All shield. Power crush. Ow, that was full. That was through. Well, I guess a level 3 guardian barrier. What do you call it? Wind. Fart. Okay, flare mine. Earth element. Alright, alright. Let's see what you got. Oh, you're back row. Okay. Just heal Jansen. Good. Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's hot. Ow, it's hot. Splash. Sleep. Of course it works. Why wouldn't it work? Why are stream titles so hard? Because puns are an art form. And nobody respects them. Earth. Earth would be wind. Perfect. Ow, it's hot. But if you're working on stream titles, let's see. Yep, yep. Coming up to it, but not quite there yet. I am a cute dirk that isn't fireproof. Alas, no. Am quite flammable. Especially the main. And then I would be very sad if that caught fire.
Let's take him down.
Stop giving people ideas! Oh, okay. You can help with this, dude. Oh, wait, not you. Actually, yes, you. Because you have that ring. You can do it. Alright, front row is all going to be guarding and setting to defense mode and counterattacking. And the back row is just going to prism. Bonk! Counter! Dang it. Bonk! Counter! Dang it. Miss! Counter! Dang it. Counter? Does it ever work? Well, it worked one time. Alright, counter does not seem to be very good.
That wasn't very fun.
Maybe I don't want counter. Uppies. Now, is this one also possessed? Nope. Demon Warrior's Blade and Demon Warrior Ring. Alright, I like the sound of this. A dark sword that belonged to a shadowy warrior who once prowled across the land. Higher attack power. Nice. And the ring. A ring that houses the power of the Demon Warrior's blade. Beast Killer level 1. Machine Killer level 1. Magic Killer level 1. Do I need to have both? Do I need to use both to make it good? Is this a set thing? This is for science. Hopefully the sword looks cool. If nothing else, I would go for that. Save. We've been level 20 for a while. Ah, yeah, that's where that thing, the elevator brought us.
Are you some kind of beast?
Alright, show us your sword. I want to see. Show me your sword time. Kind of, almost, sort of, not really see it at all. No, you guys are all wind-based. So, get rid of you. And get rid of you. Perfect. Eh.
Let's go!
Alright, everybody just go bonks. Bonk! Bonk! Perfect. 4. Nice. Bad. Missed. Wouldn't have mattered anyways.
I wish I was stronger.
Are we just not getting XP anymore? Is it all going to Mac? Is he hawking all of it? Just so he can catch up? Level 3 Spirit Magic. Dang it. I'm gonna have to learn that. We just learned level 2. Do we even have any level 3 spells? Speeda! Don't be going around wearing a Speeda. Flashbang! Oh, dang it. Okay. We've got another memory. The dream has been revealed. A dream about that time that his grandkid ran off like an idiot and nearly got himself killed. Actually did get himself killed. And Kime's the one who killed him one time. This happened a long, long time ago. on a small island which has since perished. They had an odd custom. They mourned their dead with song, with elegies. Elegy Island. The songs would play without ceasing from the last moments before death, through the funeral to the burial. Elegies would be sung for many purposes, to ease the grief of the family, to recall the legacy of the deceased, to appease the soul of the one who died under stressful circumstances, to celebrate one person's having lived to a ripe old age, or to evoke anger at another's pointless death. There was no fixed melodies or lyrics. Apparently, the songs were sung without lyrics at all. No documents have survived, so all that we can do is assemble oral histories, sighs the archaeologist as she views the island from the deck of the ship. The people in the island country had no writing system, which means they had no way to leave behind signs or evidence of their lives. I wish we could at least interview a few survivors, but there weren't any. Every single person was killed. The research team's archaeologist is a young woman in her 20s. Her country is the one that destroyed the island. It happened while her ancestors, 7 generations back, were still young people. Hey, I hate to badmouth my own country, she says with a shrug. They really didn't have to go that far. They really do suck. That far is no exaggeration. Her country prided itself on its overwhelming military force. For it to gain mastery over the tiny island would have been as simple as twisting an infant's arm. But her country believed in oppressing its neighbors with force. The leaders were thinking more of those neighbors than of the island itself when it launched its all-out attack. The island was a mere object lesson. It was scorched from end to end. Every human being on the island, from newborn babies to elders on the verge of death, was killed without mercy. This novel will last beyond the next ad break. I hope not. It's odd, though, says the young woman with a grim smile. There are hardly any records left from that time, even in our country. I suppose what they did was so terrible, they didn't want their descendants to know about it. Or I guess she's the one that said that, even though they close quote, open quote, separate paragraph. Everything indicates that it's a different person speaking, but I guess it's still her. Her remark prompts some of the older scholars on board to clear their throats at the sound of which she snaps her mouth shut. Sorry, she whispers. You're not much older than I am. You probably don't want to hear about all this old stuff anyways. I do, though. I do, though, she says to herself, apparently, because we never know when it's changing speakers. What interest can a sailor like you have in these boring academic matters? Kime only shakes his head in silence. Suddenly things become very busy on deck. The boat is approaching the island and has entered a stretch of intricate channels where the skills of the crew will be tested. The boatswain calls to Kime. Oh, I'm sorry, the woman says. I shouldn't be monopolizing your time. You've got work to do. Even as she apologizes, the talkative young archaeologist asks Kime, You mind if I ask you one last question? Please, ask away, he replies, stopping in his tracks. Where you directly call out who is speaking and don't go under assumptions. Yes, and also, don't close quote, line break, open quote, if it's the same person speaking. You just still be part of the same quote. She looks around to make sure no one is listening and whispers, I'm sure this is your first time taking your research team over. Uh-huh. And your first time going to the island? Well, yes. So you probably don't know about some of the bad stories they tell about this place, that some scholars who go there fall under a curse. Like, they get sick while doing their research on the island, or they become mentally unstable after they get home. I've heard some even killed themselves. You mean a long time ago, right? Right. This is the first research trip in 50 years. Up to then, every time they sent out a team, one or two of the members would suffer the curse. That's why they put a stop to them all these years, so I'm a little scared myself. She sends a mock shudder through her body. I just thought I'd ask if you could teach me some magic spell for getting back safely. Kime looks straight at her, not merely taking in her appearance, but searching for the person deep inside. You'll be fine, he says. You think so? Pretty sure you'll be okay. She looks at him questioningly. If you hear singing, though, he adds, hum along with it. What do you mean? She asks, her expression increasingly uneasy, but Kime says nothing more. Get over here now, mister! The boatswain shouts at Kime, who heads for his station. He did tell the woman one white lie, though. This is not his first time coming to the island. He's been here many times before. His first trip happened long time ago. A new dream has been unlocked! As the archaeologist says, the island's elegies had no fixed melody or lyrics. They were all sung extemporaneously and never repeated. 100 deaths required 100 elegies. Nor did mourners agree in advance on the nature of their elegy before they started singing. At first, each would sing his or her own song, expressing his or her own feelings about the deceased. Eventually, the jumble of songs would come together into a single melody without any one singer taking the lead. In the culture of this island that had no writing, there was, of course, no musical notation. There was no instrument or for accompaniment either. Each mourner, in grieving for the loved one, would give voice to hopes for a peaceful last journey, and a song would emerge. Kime's travels first brought him here when the island was at peace, which is to say, centuries ago. He arrived just after the death of a village elder. For 3 days and nights an elegy was sung around the clock. The island's people's song, which shook the darkness and reverberated all across the clear blue daytime sky, left its mark with a certain ennobling comfort in the breast of Kime, a man for whom fate had decreed that no one would ever sing an elegy. Because he's immortal and can't die, he will live forever, goes on forever, his journey will never end. To think such an island had been burned to the ground! The people fled in all directions at once, and were murdered one at a time. It was an absolute bloodbath. Kime knows about the atrocities that accompanied the butchery, things that were not handed down to the generation of the young archaeologists. Had it wished to, the woman's country could have taken control of the island in a single night, but instead it used its military power to chase down each of the island's inhabitants over a period of several days, as if carefully filling in the blank spaces in a coloring book. Burn stuff there, The island became enveloped in elegies. At first, while the living still outnumbered the dead, voices in elegiac song all but shook the island with their volume. As the days went by, however, and the dead came to outnumber the living, the sobbing voices in song grew ever fainter. Realized that you forgot to check in while you were lurking. Oh, don't forget that. You know, you're up to 199. When the battle reached its final dragon fruit, the few remaining islanders who had been cornered in the island's northern tip fled into a large cave. They resigned themselves to death. All that was left for them to do was to pray that they might be allowed to die with some degree of peace. But even this small measure of hope that they were unable to wring from their attackers. The army of the archaeologist country went for maximum brutality. They entered the cave with every weapon at their command, and they dragged out and killed one islander per day. Today, it was an old man. Next day, a young man. The day after that, they tortured to death a young mother with an infant at her breast. And the following day, the infant they tore from her arms was put to death. The elegies resounded without interruption. The singing voices that escaped from the cave invaded the ears of the soldiers who were carrying out the massacre. The soldiers with kind hearts collapsed one after another, or they went mad and left the front line. Song was the final weapon of the islanders. who had no other means to fight. They went on singing as they struggled against starvation, thirst, and their own fears. The commanding officer of the anti-insurgency force ordered his men to fill the mouth of the cave. If they buried the people alive, he thought, the singing would no longer be audible. Nevertheless, faint singing continued. It went on day after day. Rainy days, clear days, daytime, nighttime, it continued, but no longer without breaks, which gradually increased in length. The singing went beyond being an elegy for a single person and became a song suffused with the sorrow of all the living things on the island. About the time the season ended, the last thin thread of singing died out. The army left the island. Not a single record of these military operations was left. Never again did anyone come to live on the island. The first research team in 50 years is plagued by difficulties. One scholar after another collapses. Almost every day, someone is sent out to the vessel anchored offshore, sick. All the scholars moan with pain, blocking their ears. The situation is exactly what it was before the island was sealed off from research. Time knows exactly what's happening. The ocean breeze sweeping across the island sounds like a song. The branches swaying in the forest sound like a song. Birds in the trees sound like a song. The babbling of a brook sounds like a song. The treading of boots on piled up fallen leaves sound like a song. The crashing and receding of waves on the shore sounds like a song. The elegy for the island people sang with every last bit of life they could dredge up from inside themselves is now being sung by the island itself. Please stop. I beg you, please stop. The scholars cry out in their delirium, covering their ears. I don't know what we did. It was our ancestors, not us. The scholars who moan this hear anger and sorrow in the constantly resounding elegy. What they say is true. It is not their fault. They've been given no knowledge of what happened on the island so long ago. Sometimes, not knowing can be a profound sin. They should prick up their ears and listen all the more. This is what Kime's always done. The elegy being sung by the island is not merely hurling hatred and anger at them. The island is not trying to torture members of the younger generation like them who are without sin. Rather than blocking their ears, they should listen. If they do so, the message will reach them, for the island is telling them, you must know the truth. You must know what actually happened on this island so long ago. The investigation ends much earlier than originally planned. Most of the research team have returned to the ship, their health broken, and some more seriously ill members have been sent home. It's no longer possible to continue the work. The young archaeologist who spoke to Kime on the way in is one of the few who have persevered to the end. Thanks to you, she says to Kime. As soon as she climbed into the launch from the launch into the ship, she saw Kime standing on deck and hurried over to him. She looks haggard, but her fatigue is clearly less physical than mental. Still, her eyes harbor a strong-willed gleam. Did you hear the singing? He asks. I did, she said with a nod, looking back at the receding island. It was so sad. Just as he had thought, she was able to open herself to the sadness. Did you sing along with it? Yeah, I did that too. Partly because of what you said to me. But I also found myself humming the same tune quite naturally. Kime nods and smiles at her. This was the first time he's encountered anyone with the heart to hear the island's elegy. This time, when I get home, she says, I want to do some more serious research on the war. Something I have to do. I almost feel like I don't have any choice in the matter. Glad to hear that, he says. I might turn up some facts that my country finds inconvenient, but I feel it's absolutely necessary to learn the truth, to know what actually happened. The ship emerges into open sea. A single white bird flies out from the island as if seeing the ship off on its journey. Tracing a great arc against the blue sky, it releases one high, ringing cry. No longer an elegy, this is a song of joy and forgiveness, signaling the dawn of a new age. Hey, we ended just before the last ad break. And what do you know? There's a save point right here. You know what? That works out great. Especially since as soon as we get back to town, there's probably going to be an hour-long cutscene or something. Game's got to tell us where to go next. And so we will find out what that is next time. Whoosh. Because it is that time of night for us to wrap it up, find ourselves a raid, and get out of here. And I got a feeling I know exactly where we're heading. Gonna take a look, see if he's up. And Twitch, and oh, Draco Zardath is playing Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, A New Beginning. But I gotta go with tracking. It's the law. So slash raid tracking. Alright, thank you all for joining me. We will pick this up next time on Friday. Story is going to some weird places, but we didn't exactly get a whole lot of story this time. It just kind of... well, we had to do the forest business, and then that was the entire night, was the forest. So we only had 2 stories.